Twitch done goofed. Done goofed on the day of our web show. They should know better. We know that for some of you, the chat isn't working. Can those people please let us know in the chat right now, is your chat working or not? Just go to the intro.
On it, boss.
Toss me! Don't call the help.
For the benefit of those who missed it the first time, you thought we were going to play it again, didn't you? You fucking thought we were going to play it again. That'll teach you to moan about our intro.
Shut the camera up.
What's up with it?
That.
It's more about me. I like that. I like that.
Right.
I like it. Okay, okay. How's that? There you go.
That's better.
Technical difficulties, man. I didn't even think we'd get the fucking stream up today. I swear to God. You have no idea how fucking annoying it's been to set the stream up today. It's been so retarded. We can do it again now to talk about what happened to Twitch. But before we do that, thank you for joining us on a Saturday evening, a Saturday morning, or a Sunday morning, depending on if you're Australia. Not us.
Not us, mate. Not this GMT.
But before we kick this shit off, I want to see one wonderful thing. I want to see, first of all, a big thank you, a big grats to Smosher, a member of our community, long-time member of the PG community, doing a charity marathon 1 to 90, and he just raised 1,000 Great British pounds. That's cash.
How many
That's
pennies is that?
That's a lot of pennies, isn't it? Times it by 100.
100,000 pennies.
Jesus Christ. Congratulations to him, Mr. Smosher. I believe he's going to play all the way from level 1 to 90. I wouldn't do that.
Yeah, me neither.
For charity, I would think of something else, because that's outside the box. But before we start tonight's show, our show, we want to see one big thing in the chat room. We want to see as much as we can, despite the fact that chat is being a complete arse tonight. We are checking our Steam group chat as well as we post on Facebook. Please, for the love of God, let us see it. Let us see it loud and clear and happy and smiley. I can't do it because the chat's so rubbish.
What do you mean?
Oh, there we go. 5-star, dude. That'll do.
5-star.
That'll do. That'll do. One's better than 1 out of a few hundred is fine. 1 out of a few hundred, I'm okay with. 1 out of
2.
Give it to me.
It's starting now.
Give it to
It's
me.
starting.
Give it
It's
to me.
starting. Just
Give
go.
it to me.
Just
Pull
go.
it back.
Don't even
Pull it
think
back.
about
And
it.
hold
Ah!
on, baby. Tonight we've got all sorts to talk about, including how Ghost destroyed the studio while we were here, all the shit we've been doing, and of course your transmogs giving away that wonderful prize. I do want to reiterate though, Mr. Volley, I know you emailed me once. I can't find it. Please send it again. You might have already done it. I haven't checked it today. Please, if you're watching, please send it again.
Sounds like your fault, that is.
It was my fault. I accept. I accept that. But we've got Brofist aplenty. Let's hope nobody
And you
sees
found
that.
the blue tack.
I did find the blue tack. Let's do the Brofist really quick because I asked. We set a challenge.
I asked, nay.
Set a challenge.
What the hell is that?
Blue tack is we asked for some cliche Brofist because people were all trying to be cool. Don't try and be cool around us because we're not cool and we don't appreciate your coolness. I don't appreciate
Is ridiculous. That isn't going to stick.
I bet I can get it to stick.
That's not going to stick curry to a white shirt.
I bet I can do it. Right, you gonna show them off?
Yep.
Yep. Yep.
I'm.
So we
pissing
got
around
some
with this one.
Bishay ones in, which is legit, by the way. Right, that's the correct order. I'm gonna start with that one. I think we should start with that one.
Let's start with this one. Okay. Roberts, A Dark Knight, so very dark, can't use the flash on the camera or light switch.
Best Brofist I've ever seen. So moody. So moody. So dark. So dark and sinister. Look at that, Big Rob.
Nice. A very clean shaven. Look at that. That is
So well groomed.
That guy's complexion is amazing.
Isn't it? He must moisturise.
He does moisturise.
Do you moisturise?
Totally. That is legit moisturisation.
So well groomed. It
Let's
makes
be
me
honest.
sad.
This is Brett from Orlando. Look at that. Looking for the comparison of moisturisation. You ready?
Big shout out to Charlie's in Orlando. Respect those steaks, brother.
Who's Charlie?
Charlie's is a steakhouse that me and you one day are going to.
Oh, Charlie's. Look at Charlie.
We'll do a charity fundraiser to get to Florida.
Okay, this is Max, boxing baller. I like the way you've worded this.
I've give you lead-ins.
Indeed. Look at that. It's a raised eyebrow with the swoosh of the hair and a very shiny boxing glove that's never seen someone's face in its life. But still, look at that confused face. That is one confused face.
Why do you own a boxing glove? That's our question to you, Max. Boom!
Okay. Holy Jesus Christ.
I
That's
know.
one lion's mane, blonde haircut from Jeremy.
Jeremy.
Who sung that song, Jeremy?
Pearl Jam.
Pearl Jam.
Pearl Jam.
Pearl Jam. It's almost Saiyan-like. Look at that haircut.
How do you do that? Is it some kind of wax product? Is it gum? Hair gum. That's hair gum.
It's bedhead.
It's bedhead.
It's bedhead. Let's move on. Oh! Infant Brofist. Jono's little baller. Who's Jono?
Vanish!
I should know who Jono is.
You should.
Vanish? Vanish! How does Vanish procreate?
Vanish has in fact had sex.
Might have been adoption. He looks like Vanish. Let's be honest. Look at that. Pah! That is a young Brofist right there. Sort that dog out.
Can you be honest?
I don't want to stick. I'm not sticking anything. Don't even think for 1 second that I'm using that blue tack. Anyway, I want to do this one last.
That went well.
I want to do that one last.
Okay.
Right. This is Ryan, best Aussie EU. Best Aussie EU. Check that out. What's he got on? Is that a British flag or is it part of the
Aussie.
Australian flag?
He's wearing every cliche Australian piece. That armour.
He's not wearing a cork hat.
That armour. The fuck is your can of Foster's at?
Hooroo!
Hooroo! Where's your Foster's at?
Well, that's a lot of bullshit right there.
I love the
I
cliche
fucking
ones.
tell you something, mate. Don't fucking come round here without no cork hat. Can't. Anyway, the last one, I wanted to put this last. And we all know that Kentucky's famous for one thing. One thing. That's the Colonel. The master of the chicken, the Colonel. Check this out. This is Scott from Kentucky. You won't be able to see it because printed it with a
Oh,
toaster.
come on!
But that certificate right next to Scott is it like a commendation certificate?
For being a colonel.
For being a colonel.
In Kentucky.
That is a colonel from Kentucky. Legit. Look at that face though. It's a face that says, you know what, I'm going to give you a bro fist. If you insult me too much, I'll call a fucking airstrike on your house.
Maybe using a mobile phone, if we're to believe Dead Rising 3.
Dead Rising 3.
Wait. Smart glass.
Yeah.
Smart glass.
A car mechanic able to call an airstrike.
Yeah. Smart glass. Airstrikes included. Awesome. Thank you so much for your cliche brofist. They're fucking they're
And
so
do you know what I
good.
like as well? You colour printed them.
You know why? I forgot to change it to grayscale. Wasting my ink, you guys are. Anyway, since the last 2 weeks, we have played an absolute shit ton of games.
A metric shit ton.
A metric shit ton of games. So you've been playing essentially one big giant one. I guess.
Centrally
Centrally playing one big giant one. I made the ultimate mistake because of you of playing Duke Nukem.
Why? Because of me.
Because you brought it.
Because you was whinging about wanting to play it.
I wasn't whinging. I said on a show once,
Duke Nukem.
I would give Duke Nukem a try. Now, I've actually had to prepare something for this. All I want to say is I gave Duke Nukem a chance.
Right.
Duke Nukem Forever.
Right.
And in the first half or so, wasn't too bad. I even defended it on a web show, on a daily. I was like, you know what? The first half, it's pretty goofy, pretty funny. Load of vibrators, load of tits, load of pinball, load of air hockey. All right, air hockey, right? That's what he does in the game. Do you not remember? He does this. This is Duke Nukem playing air hockey. And he does this thing. It's fucking crazy. And it was okay. And then this happened. Can you play it?
Yeah, piece of cake. Which one is it? When this is Duke.
That would be the clue.
Is it going to automatically start when I press
Oh,
it?
yes.
Okay. We're
This
not
is
going
one
to
of your
Are we
jobs.
going to hear the sound?
No. Any other questions before you click it?
Can I click it?
Go ahead.
I'm going to do it. Here we go. This is Duke.
Right. What is the worst thing in any FPS game? It's being underwater, right?
Yeah.
Being underwater, I can't think of anything worse than being under fucking
that's why
water.
you got to follow the pump line and
You've
get
got to
oxygen
follow.
bubbles.
You've got to blow up the Hoover Dam, right? This is what this part of the game is. You've got to blow up the Hoover Dam by finding these grates and putting those things on it.
Right.
And you have the worst. Look at how quickly your oxygen goes down.
Yeah.
It's so fast that you can't possibly be having fun. Right? It's like it's designed not to have fun. So you have to go to these air pockets, like you can see there, to refill, like you'll know. And then this is the boss. This giant fucking worm thing.
And you're dead.
And you're dead. Because I ran out of air, so as soon as I reached the air holes, it just killed me. Then proceed for the best part of Duke Nukem Forever, which is the loading screens, which
I told you about this.
they are so effing long. I mean, this is real time. This is how long the loading screens are. So on top of that, you're underwater. You can't really breathe for more than a few fucking seconds. Then they give you bosses can only be defeated with explosives, which apparently is hilarious, right? Can only be defeated with explosives. So it gives you options of giant, either an RPG or a Devastator. Is there another
we're
explosive?
We're in. Pipe bombs. Pipe bombs.
And we loaded. Are we almost loaded? It's probably crashed. Oh, there we go. And then it reloads you back in front of the worm boss. So you need infinite ammo. So here's your rocket launcher. You're underwater, and you have to keep just shooting it at the head.
Okay.
Great old time this is. This is the best time ever. But look at your oxygen just disappearing there. Like, real nice. Real nice.
Okay.
Then you run out of ammo. Now the decision. You either go to the infinite ammo fucking crates, or
the
go and get
oxygen.
oxygen. Which are in two separate locations. So you go and get oxygen. Then you have to go and get your ammo.
Then you gotta go back for more oxygen. You do, don't you?
So you go and get your ammo, which is hard to reach because not only that, they decide to put stuff on the floor which actually stops you moving around. So then you go and get your oxygen again, and then this is you fighting the boss who slams you in the face and essentially one-shots you, by the way. If he hits you again, you're dead. And then you
so
can
two-shot.
Well, yeah, exactly. It takes you to 0 health. Go and get oxygen again. Then go get your ammo. Such a fun boss, by the way. Whoever designed this is such a fucking hit. And then
And
you're
you're
dead
dead.
while you get your ammo. Because you can't look at the boss while you get your ammo. Then you get the loading screen again. And this is Duke Nukem Forever in a fucking nutshell.
Right, now, is that...
Oh, it keeps going, but we can go back to the camera.
Okay.
We can go back to the camera. I just needed to actually show, for anybody who hasn't played it, how fucking bad that game got immediately after I said it wasn't too bad. I mean, it wasn't even joking. It's like when I said to you in like Metro, oh, there's tits in this game. You load the checkpoint, you literally bang that chick immediately. It's like, as soon as I logged in, I was like, oh, let's defend Duke Nukem. It wasn't that bad. It's kind of fun. It's got some stupid little niggly bits. Driving in that game fucking sucks, but overall it's okay. And then that happened to me. And I was so angry and so frustrated. Because that dam level is huge. You remember it following the pipes all around Hoover Dam. Yeah. And you can destroy Hoover Dam. I don't know if you know this. You can destroy Hoover Dam with 2 explosives. Takes $1 million to kill the worm.
Of course.
But to destroy the entire Hoover Dam, 2 explosives, no big deal at all. And then you go on to do that. It was fucking horrible.
Do you know what? I put myself in a catch-22 with Duke Nukem purely because it was from a phase when I wasn't back in Warcraft and I was on console. Every console game I got, which I mentioned before, I finish it on the hardest setting first, purely for the achievements. The more achievements, the more difficult it is. Blah, blah, blah. Anyway, so I started that on the hardest difficulty. That's not the hardest part on the hardest difficulty. I can't remember what it is, but just imagine that. The fact that games like that are designed to kill you repeatedly.
Yeah, you die really fast in Duke Nukem. You die really, really fast.
Yeah. Most of the times it was on the, like the turrets on the skyscrapers and stuff like that.
Yeah.
The annoying thing is, it won't be... There's only one checkpoint on those parts, and it'll be right near the end.
Yep.
Now, you won't get to that checkpoint. You will die right near the end, and then you'll have to do it all again with a load screen. This is very, very hard, and you could sit there for about 4 hours doing the same fucking part. 3 of those hours, you're looking at a load screen.
It was horrible, the load screens, because I had to edit it. I even used some Duke Nukem Forever footage in a mailbox. I had to edit it so heavily to remove the loading screens. And I was removing 3-minute chunks at a time.
Yeah.
And I was like, and I need to delete 3 minutes of loading screen. Every single fucking checkpoint. And they're not very long either, really. Some of them are really quick. And then it's loading screen again. Oh my god, that fucking game. But the last boss... It's disgustingly easy.
I can't remember what it is. Remind
The last boss is the Overlord, or the Alien Commander, or the Alien Colonel, or whatever you want to call him. He's just a big guy with 2 rocket launchers. And dead slow. And you just walk in a... If you can strafe left or right, he can't hit you for shit. And I was just going in a circle shooting him. I was like, this is terrible. This is like the worst boss I've ever fought in any game whatsoever. I mean, it's all been building to this. We're finally going to fight him. But I did finish it. I struggled through, but it was a struggle, man. It was a fucking struggle.
Once the novelty wears off, and it does wear off quickly, it's just a bobbins game.
It wears off as soon as the fun charm is defeated by what's in the game. But what really brought that to me, I know this is so old news, but there's parts in the game which are terrible. And Duke says this sucks.
Forklift.
The forklift... is the bad, but there's also one, you might remember this, with an extendable platform, and you have to collect barrels to weigh down a piece of netting to move a crane. And the whole section of the game is about 20 minutes of you finding barrels, picking them up, putting them in, and then going to find the next barrel, which is dotted around this mining area. And when you do it, he's like, this is really shit.
Yeah,
he actually fucking says, this sucks. And I do not understand how that could even fit in the game.
For the barrel thing.
Who put that in there? Who did that? Why was that allowed? Why did they sit down? Because there were so many people involved and go, we should have a barrel collecting section of the game.
Yeah.
And everybody agreed. They were like, yeah, let's do that. And you know what would be really funny is if we get Duke to say this really sucks. Let's do that. That's a brilliant fuck idea. That's fucking awesome.
Yeah.
But after that, I did finish Duke Nukem, and then I went on to what you recommended. And I kind of need to talk about this because we've got a long way to go with this. Is Gears of War. You recommended me to play Gears of War. And I kind of brought this up on the daily. I don't think I could play that game. It's too boring. I just don't get how that game is fun. It's baffling to me. I played about 2 hours. I'm 2 hours into Gears of War 1. The graphics are fine. I'm not asked. It's not the graphics, but it's so very repetitive. All the time. Well, it's just room to room, bit of story, then into a room, and hide behind cover until everything's dead, then move to the next room, hide behind cover until everything's dead. And then you get to blow up the holes where the monsters come from, sometimes, if you've got grenades. And that was it. That was literally all I was doing for the first 2 hours
for
of the
me,
game.
stick with Gears. I fucking love the Gears series, and they only keep getting better.
Well, what do you guys think? Do you think it's fucking that good? Really? I just don't get it.
Gears is so good.
Which is a story good or what?
Yes, all of it. The fact is, like, Gears was one of very close to the title releases for the 360. Fair enough.
It's old as balls.
Yeah, fair enough. The gameplay is very, 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 very basic, but the story, it puts you right in the middle of basically, or at the end of an event where Marcus Phoenix is in prison. You come
got broke out of prison.
Yeah, you find out about his family. You find out about Dom. So on and so forth, and it just keeps getting better and better and better. But the more the further along the storyline progresses, the more of his past you find out as well. The more of his dad's
all
past.
Story.
Not all story.
That I should enjoy.
The first, yeah. In total honesty, in the first one, it is probably, let's say, 70% story. The gameplay, because now that we've got a more refined gaming palette, you go back and you think this is dog shit. But you just need to stick with it because you'll see the improvements as Gears goes on. Like when it got to Gears 3. A lot of people didn't like Gears 3, but I fucking loved it. Not just for the story. Got?
It's not 2, is it?
I brought you round Gears.
You brought Gears 1.
Yeah. Then you got Gears 1 and 2, and then I've got 3 as well at home.
Oh, so I haven't got 3.
No,
I've got something here that's 3.
You haven't got Gears 3. I've seen 3
so.
games.
I don't understand. I mean, I'm prepared to put up with it.
Preach is wrong in 5, 4. 3, 2, and I'm mistaken. He does have Gears 3. What a...
Fuck yeah, I knew it. So I should stick with it. It was the gameplay that was killing it for me, because the story is not uber fast. I mean, I found out that Phoenix is... I mean, I don't... No spoilers!
No, it's fucking old, man.
Well, I haven't experienced it, so
right,
I appreciate if you didn't spoil it for me, but he gets called a traitor and blah, blah, blah. That's where I was up to. And Alpha Squad's dead, and I'm part of Delta Squad, which is... Ooh... and then I'm doing...
Have you used a Hammer of Dawn yet?
I haven't, no. A couple of hours in. But is that game designed to be multiplayer, co-op?
No. But they introduce it later on very nicely.
I'm only saying that because, obviously, the 2 main guys. And a big annoyance of me so far is turret guys. Because they need to be flanked. Now, what I'm finding often, because in near enough every 4th room, it's almost that repetitive. It's like every 4th room there's a guy in a turret. Is I get to a flanking position, and the obvious idea is that the other guys draw the fire and then I kill him from behind the shield. But what seems to be happening with the NPCs is they are all trained towards me pretty much. So as soon as I pop out of cover, the guy instantly turns to me. So it takes so long to kill a turret guy. It's really... And I get the feeling I'm supposed to have a partner who goes and fucking shoots him and then I can pop up and do it. That would make a lot of sense. But it's not coming across that way in the game.
No, I know what you mean. Don't worry about it.
It's really not coming across.
Just stick with it with Gears. Fuck Halo for now. Stick with Gears.
Yeah, well, I'm midway through Halo 2, but I also tried Bulletstorm, and that game looks fun as shit.
It's good, isn't it?
That game looks fun as shit.
That's why I brought you around, mate.
Well, everybody in the chat was telling us it was fucking terrible. I can even see in the Steam chat, it was like, ugh.
What?
The Steam chat, they're like, fuck it. But, Bulletstorm looks fucking well good.
The gimmick improves as the game goes on. It's all about the leash and combo kill. But you upgrade your leash, you upgrade your weapons, you can do more moves with your leash, and then you can do bigger combos and blah, blah, blah. And it's just juggling people in slow-mo, booting and shooting the crap out of them. What is not to like about that?
I'm fucking loving it.
Exactly.
I was loving Bulletstorm. I really want to get that one finished because it looks fucking cool as shit. It just looked like a big ton of fun. And I'm okay with that.
And it is.
Last game to talk about. I got Skyrim. Someone sent you Skyrim because I think you guys in the chat are like the biggest people for like ruining our time sometimes, especially Duracell wherever he is.
Yeah.
Duro is the king of destroying the time. Was it Duro? Duro, you're a nightmare because we'll say something like, "Yeah, I kind of want to play a game," and then fucking Duro's like, I've done so many things. Like I started a week saying like a streaming. I was like, well, I've got loads to do this week, so it's going to be really, really busy, and then I'm maybe going to play Dead Space 3, I think was the last one. I'm going to play Dead Space 3 at the end of the month, because it's really busy, and then he's like, check your email, you've got Dead Space 3. Because then I'm like, right, I'm installing Dead Space 3, and I'm going to have to play all the way through. Not that we can play Juro by any means, but Juro is the killer of fucking getting things done. He's like, oh, I know I can sort you out. And he sent you Skyrim.
Yeah.
I only saw you play Skyrim a little bit here. Now, Skyrim's obviously nearly everybody in the chat.
Ali, I'll speak about that in a minute. Yeah, basically, he sent it me. I was on the fence about buying it all night. I was just like...
All night? I kind of picture you in bed like this.
No, while I was streaming, Because I was playing, I was like, right, we're not going to play League of Legends for a bit. We'll play my other games that I've got, and then I think Joe sent me another one. I think it was Joe who sent me Nation Red or Red Nation. If not, I apologise.
Is that about commies?
No, it's that zombie one. It's just like waves of zombies. Cheap, quick indie game. It's fun.
Oh, like a horde mode
Yeah,
game.
it's fun. And that's when he sent it, like the Skyrim thing, and I installed it, and then we went into an ARAM in LOL. And it was the only time that I've ever thought, I wish this fucking ARAM would hurry up and just get off my screen. The second that it was done.
But Joe says it wasn't him.
Oh, sorry. My apologies.
But I've been there when I've been streaming sometimes, and obviously you try and make it an interesting show for people and stuff, and playing a game. But I know that in the background, I've got some really, really cool game that I want to play. I think it was the same with Dead Space 3. And what I had on the other screen was the downloader of Dead Space 3, and I think we were leveling in WoW at the time. I think it was during Livestream February or Livestream March where I leveled every character in WoW. And I could see it on the other screen, and I'm going, yeah, man, I'm fucking loving Warlocks or whatever I was playing. This is fucking mint, this is, I just love the way they play. Because they're so good. It like went 100% and I went, bye. It's really fucking. It's a real pain in the ass because you don't want to like say, well, it's not that I don't like WoW, but Dead Space 3 is over there. It's just come out. So I was like, oh, I fucking love Shaman. Yeah, they're awesome. There's an alt tab by fucking playing it straight away, and then half the stream disappears. Like, I'm gonna buy this game. I can't watch you play it. I've got to disappear. But how are you finding Skyrim then? Because you're kind of years behind. You did 100% Oblivion. Yeah. Which, congrats, by the way, because that ain't no easy feat.
It is not.
That is not an easy feat. You 100% hit the shit out of that game.
Yes.
Multiple times, did you not?
No, I did it multiple times to get 100%. I'm not going to do it on the PC because I'm really not asked about Steam achievements. And there's loads more games out. I'm going to finish it with one class, which is I'm playing an Assassin Thief sort of build. So I'm going to finish it with that, and then I'm going to play my other games catalogue. And then when I'm got like a window and it can't come quick enough because I really don't want to leave this game, I'm going to get back into it and roll another one, like a mage or a fighter or something.
Wow, I cannot imagine making multiple classes in that game.
It's every time that you do, it's different play.
Painful.
No, it's not.
Oh, it sounds
totally
horrible.
isn't. It's like I'm doing this now, like I'm doing it like as an assassin thief, but all I'm thinking about is at the same time is I really, 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 because someone at work who's played a lot of it said, you know, you should try a mage, like a magic wielder, because there's like 4 schools of magic as well that you can do.
Of course there is.
And he said, just try it. But at the same time, I'm thinking, I really, really want to try a mage. But on the same token, there's no fucking chance that I'm not going to play this assassin because he's so good.
Your assassin is so blood elf, it hurts.
No, it isn't.
His walk and stealth looks exactly like a blood elf.
You can't help that.
No, I'm not saying that you... I'm not saying you even did it on purpose. I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that you went, I want this... Because I remember you said, I guessed what race you'd picked. So you picked a human, hadn't you? And you were like, yeah. Because I knew you wouldn't roll like the cat people or anything like that. I mean, I've played the first 10 minutes of Skyrim to test it out for Emma's dad. But I knew you would roll a human. And I kind of guessed that you would roll a stealth guy because you did in Fallout and stuff like that. But but when I saw it on the stream and you were in stealth, I was like, it's exactly like a blood elf. He walks so much like a blood elf. It is insane. Absolutely crazy.
But yeah, the game's so good. It's unbelievable. Everything about it, like everything's picturesque. It doesn't matter if you're staring at a fucking brick wall. Everything is beautiful. You walk out of a city, you can see massive scaling mountains just with snow coming down. But it's not like, wow, that looks good. In Skyrim, it's like, wow, that looks good. I'll go and climb the bastard. And you can do. The higher you get up, the more severe the wind and the snow gets and stuff like that. You find like frost trolls that live in like there and like packs of wolves and stuff like that. It's so good. It's really, really good. Like, I just finished the Thieves Guild. People said I peaked on that because I shouldn't have done it first because the Thieves Guild gives the best fucking armour EU. I showed you a picture of it, didn't I?
Yeah, yeah.
It's called the Nightingale armour.
You've got to get your transmog right.
Good.
Can't play Skyrim without looking
In fairness though,
got to look good.
I did the Thieves Guild first because it's the Thieves Guild, of course. But getting the best looking armour first is legit because you spend the rest of the game looking awesome as shit.
But is it so good that you won't change it? Is it not like the end boss drops?
You have to change it. Like, right now I'm doing the Dark Brotherhood, which are assassins, they're not thieves.
Of course they are.
And their armour's catered for killing people. The Nightingale armour, it's got like resists, lockpicking, pickpocket, and it's got like brief, very small weapon abilities and stuff like that. Whereas The Dark Brotherhood is like your backstabs do twice as much damage now, which is massive considering what weapon you use. Your bows do 20% more damage. When you move, no one can hear you if you're in stealth. Blah blah. So you'd use that because you essentially just killing people.
Yeah, yeah.
But yeah, oh god, it's so good.
So you're going to be invested in that one for a while.
I am, yes.
That's okay.
The thing is,
you almost didn't want it to happen that way because your PC broke last week.
Yeah, it did.
Your PC broke, and it was like you weren't as pissed as I thought you would be because you wanted to go and play on your console, and this was like the excuse.
No.
Which was weird to me. I didn't really get that.
It wasn't that. It was I really wanted to play League of Legends and Skyrim. However, I had a backup plan of games for my console that I've not even played
Such
yet.
as? What have you got that you've not even played?
Assassin's Creed Brotherhood and Assassin's Creed 3.
I want you to play them here.
I don't have time to play
Yeah, I
them
know.
here.
It sucks.
Shit.
Just set it up so you can stream it.
Ain't nobody got time for that.
I want to see it, but I want to ask questions.
Bitch.
Like, because we also try... you brought Injustice. Injustice, which...
It's awesome.
It kind of reaffirmed that I'm not a big fan of beat-em-ups, but watching you play it was fucking awesome. Especially for someone who's finished it and knows how to play this. That was so good. And some of the characters are really well designed. The Joker was so good.
Good, isn't it?
And even Aquaman. And Aquaman sucks. But Aquaman was really fucking good in that game.
And his ultimate's good as well.
Yeah,
isn't
it's in fact Batman and Superman who came off with the biggest pussies for me. Compared to like the characters of the Joker, even I'm going to say his name wrong, so I'm going to call him the Green Lantern.
Hal Jordan.
Hal Jordan. Green Lantern was fucking awesome as well. And even some of the characters I didn't even know, like Shazam. Who the fuck was that guy? Shazam! Who's that? Is he called Shazam? Okay.
Well, there's two that say it, mate. There's Shazam and there's Black Adam, but you've not come across Black Adam yet.
I haven't. With his most racist of racist names.
And he's not even black.
Think about that.
Game changer.
Aquaman does suck. Aquaman fucking sucks. Aquaman, but they made him cool, getting eaten by a shark. The finishes in that game are fucking legit.
Yeah.
Absolutely legit. I really like the way in a beat 'em up they've worked in the story as well. It kind of makes me want to play the new Mortal Kombat. Because I think that is some
Mortal
similar
Kombat
kind
4
of way.
gets ridiculously hard. The storyline on that is stupidly hard.
The story mode, the campaign.
Yeah. Just gets harder and harder and harder, and before you know it, it's like, really?
Really? That's stupid?
Fuck off.
Fuck off. Well, I was the god at fucking Mortal
It was good.
Mortal
It was
Kombat.
good.
I was the god. The original Mortal Kombat. I'm shit at it now. After we found out when we recently filmed some classic games. We filmed original Mortal Kombat and original Killer Instinct.
Yeah.
Original Mortal Kombat 2. I was so bad at those games, even with a fucking pad. They're so slow. They're so fucking slow, and it's terribly bad. But we did. I just want to squeeze this in because we kind of teased it a little bit, but the reason we were together is we got all the stuff for our first PNG video, the live action stuff, in the can.
PNG.
PNG, not the PVG. This is a different one. The PNG video. We've got all the live action stuff in the can. It was so much fun to film it, wasn't it? I'm really looking forward to when we release it. We obviously can't spoil too much of it, but if it was making us laugh like we were when we were filming that fucking thing, it's gonna come across.
And I opted to have my pants down in one of the shots.
Yeah, so there was boxer shorts. There was.
Luckily, I wore my black ones with the least holes in the crotch.
Well, it wasn't even fucking planned, was it? I mean, that was the good
That's
thing.
That's why I
about
opted to do it.
Yeah, that's the good thing about it. It's like we know we want to get this from here to here, and we know it wants to work this way. But how are we going to make it funny? And you just went, "I'll take my pants off," and I was like, "Why? Why?
Job done."
Why am I going to take my fucking pants off? I'm going to take my pants off.
Wait, I just realised how bad that sounds for my manliness. You want to see something funny? I'll take my pants off.
Oh no, it works though. It works. And then one particular scene we think came out really, really well.
Oh, dude. It worked perfectly.
It did, didn't it? But we now know we can... what I'm going to do, I'm going to pre-warn you guys that this is going to happen, is when the PNG video comes out, and I think it should be ready probably next weekend. Probably next Saturday, something like that. Yeah, Dino, anybody in the Steam chat, by the way, we are monitoring that, don't worry. If you can't load Twitch chat, we can see you in the Steam chat.
Yes, Sawfish. That little Willy. That's how I know.
That little Willy. I'm going to make an outtakes video, because there are a lot of outtakes and stuff that are really funny. And I'm going to embed them as an Easter egg in each of the PNG videos. So they won't be the separate video. There will be a separate video, but you'll have to find it in the video.
Oh, okay.
I think we talked about doing some kind of Easter egg thing, didn't we? We thought we'd put it in there. So what I could do is just whip it into the fucking video so people will know it's there, but
you could have a private channel. That
Or like
you
an
can't view the actual library. If you send them, you can only, like only a view from direct link sort of thing.
Well, what I could do is I'll just put it as an unlisted video, which means you can see it if you have the link.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, so I'll just upload it as an unlisted video, so each of the PNG videos will have
What
that.
do you mean burn that chair, Preach? That chair has had my holy buttocks on it.
Oh no, the chair's fine. Hey, there's been worse things on that chair. Should I have said that?
You should say that.
I should say that.
You
should say that.
There's been worse things on that chair.
It was awesome filming stuff though, right? I mean, just getting together. I mean, it can be awkward because the cameras had to be everywhere. We had to fucking...
But no, we make do with it. The fact that we have two people, we've not got a third person for camera or anything like that. We've just got a camera, a stand, and us two. And it works.
The best is trying to work out camera angles. And we got the tripod in the air. And we're like, hold the camera. Does that look good? And you're like, I don't know, you need to look at it. So we'll swap. So I'll hold the camera like this in the air. I stood up with it. You go and grab it. I'll go and sit down. I was like, yeah, that kind of works. That looks all right. Now we need to move this back. And like, what about lighting? Where should we have where can we put the microphone so nobody can see it?
No, the best part is, I've got a really good idea for a scene. Explains the scene. Yeah, that sounds awesome. How are we going to put the camera for that?
Yeah, exactly. It is a fucking nightmare, but we got to get through it. And
it was good though.
It was cool.
It was
cool.
a lot of fun.
Yeah, it was fucking awesome. It was really good. Right, I think we're moving on to sort of transmog area. Unless there's anything about other games you want to bring up. I want to do sort of other stuff. Transmog's WoW.
Just really quickly, I've tried to stream Skyrim as of recent, but it's really, I don't know what it is. It didn't at first, but it started to take like a really big FPS issue when I stream it. So if it continues to do it, I'm not going to stream Skyrim as much. It doesn't mean that I'm just going to constantly stream LoL again. There's loads of my catalogue that I want to stream, but there's also another game which is it's an offshoot of a game, so it's not going to be that long. So I'll probably finish it this weekend as well if I get it. And purely because I watched the videos as well, the videos make it look amazing. And I've not played the original game, but it's Far Cry 3 Blood Dragon.
Yes, I want to play that too.
It looks
Far Cry 3 Blood Dragon is
so good.
It looks like it caters to us particularly.
Exactly.
It looks like it's been designed for
the
us.
script, the sound effects, the actual like cutscene of like the cartoon just really simply moving, but the whole neon thing like of Terminator 1 and stuff like that. It looks, and I sat there and watched the guys Let's Play for about 2 hours of that game, and I was just like, this looks insanely fun.
George just pointed out it's the fog. It could be the fog in the game. Are you in foggy areas? Like actual fog?
Oh, you're talking about Skyrim?
Yeah.
Well, we can test it tonight. Once I'm done here, I will try and stream Skyrim and we can just adjust the settings there and we'll see what happens.
If not, we'll look into just getting you a capture card because they take all the strain off it.
Why? What's a capture card?
That's what I've got, a capture card. So a capture card is...
Captures your card.
It basically, what it does is a capture card goes into your PC as a little piece of equipment. It's essentially... where is it?
That is so many wires.
This is a capture card, essentially.
The Hopage.
The Hopage. This is our backup Hopage, which we ironically got after we bought a Hopage. We got given a Hopage, so we have 2 of these now. This is essentially a capture card. It slots in the back of your PC, and you can see the input there. So what will happen is it comes out of your graphics card with a little wire, goes straight into there. Then that reprocesses it all, and it comes out of there onto your monitor.
Is that the thing we've got a holy shit button?
Yes, I've got that boom holy shit button for it. But we need to buy a lot of hard drives first. I kind of want to talk about Way of the Warrior 2. I think we need to do an update on that, but we'll do that in part 3. So, should we take a quick break, transmog it?
We can take a quick break if you want.
Okay.
How long's a transmog video?
It's pretty long, we got a lot.
How long?
About... It's 10-second of transmog and probably about 15 minutes long.
Yeah, but how long?
That long. Alright, let's go quickly and then get back.
Alright, okay.
Alright, so transmog competition coming soon. If you want to join us on the stream chat, can we just... can you go to the background?